Woo! Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, bro, I just did a camp out. It was crazy.
Where you been?
Oh, man, outside. It's crazy.
We were waiting for you.
You know I ain't camped out in forever, bro. I camped out. It was super crazy, bro. The line was super duper long.
You were lining up?
Dumb, stupid long. I was like, wow, I'm waiting forever. I would have my head right getting sweaty, everything, bro. It was crazy.
Trinidad, what was dropping? What was dropping? What were you lining up for?
Huh?
I thought you already got the Salehi New Balances, man.
What are you
You
talking
said
about?
you were in line.
I thought you got them.
No, man. I went to go vote, bro. Camp out for voting. Go vote. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Oh.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
Yo, Trinidad James, ladies and gentlemen.
And with us here today is Jalen Rose. He is an NBA legend, one of the Fab Five from Michigan, and a guy who's done work with almost every single sneaker brand out there. Jalen, we're so happy to have you. We're going to talk about all that. The first thing we want to talk about, the sneakers everyone has on feet. Welty, tell us what you have on feet and don't let the people down.
Since we have Jalen here, someone who appreciates the old school, breaking out the Diodora Bjorn Borgs.
All right, not mad at. Well, since somebody has to wear Adidas around here, I will. I got on the Kobe Crazy Ace night before Christmas joints. These are back in the day. You know, something that matches my steez or whatever, a little glow on them.
I got on the throwback suede Pumas. Remind me of when I was watching Beach Street and Lee had them on. They had the smoothest backspin with the thick shoestrings in them.
Let's go.
Spinning on your head a little bit.
Hey.
I'm wearing Reeboks once again. You know it was coming. I have the Beatniks on. I'm happy to have them. Thank you to my friend Leo over at Reebok for sending them over.
Is that even a sneaker?
I think it counts as a sneaker.
You got it, brother.
Let's talk sneaker news. First thing we want to discuss is Nike suing designer Warren Lotus over these dunk lookalikes that they're calling illegal fakes. They want all the money and then some. They also want him to stop making them. Jalen, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Reebok toss you some lookalike Air Force Ones back in the day? Air Force Nuns or something like that?
That's how this game works. We're not going to act like somebody designed this shoe and it's the first thing that we've ever seen.
You're riding with
Youngsters, I
Warren
know-
on this one?
Like, I remember when the Dunks first came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
From Detroit. I rooted for Michigan. That was the coldest pair. The second coldest pair to me was the Iowas.
Mm-hmm.
As I see this, could be considered knockoff. I don't think it's enough to warrant a lawsuit. And by the way, if Nike want to give out some lawsuits, how about them black socks they done made money off of the last 25, 30 years?
You calling the lawyers up, Jalen?
Come on, Black Sox. Let's go.
I'm just saying, like,
You're going to get back on the court, but not the basketball court, but the other court?
It wasn't 5 pairs at the mall. I was actually wearing dress socks on top of my white socks.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What the hell?
I got you, Trinidad. I got you.
Hey, I appreciate that. But on this topic right here with the Warren Lotus thing, you know, I think that let that kid rock, man. Let that kid rock. Let it rock. You know, I mean, Nike gonna do what Nike do, right? You know, obviously, that's just how Nike is built. So it is what it is.
I think the thing is, though, is that what people were saying is that the reason why they're going after Warren Lotus and not some of these other brands is because he actually put the swoosh on the shoe, and that to Nike was like the deciding factor of like, we're gonna fuck him.
Looks a lot like a swoosh.
I understand why they're jumping on him, but at the same time, once again, to the designer, Warren himself, I think that it's more important for him to like, look, man, these shoes are selling out at a higher price. He's doing something that the people want. This, you know what I'm saying? He has to look at the value of his business and the power that he has, because now Nike done gave him more clout. We done gave him some clout. Or whatever, because we talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, shit, kiss my ass. Get nasty. Do the Ben and Jerry's next. Like, get nasty with it. But who cares, man? Whatever.
I can't co-sign that. Next bit of sneaker news. Fresh off another NBA title, LeBron James, once again in the sneaker headlines. The South Beach LeBron 8s. Oh, Trinidad got him right there.
Great shoe. It's a great shoe.
Are you here for it? Are you going to take your sneaker money to South Beach to pick those up?
Those is cold. And
Super cold. They've been cold for
Well,
every
no,
time.
Jalen, they're actually heat.
I like what you did there. I'm old enough to remember who Crockett and Tubbs is. I watched a lot of Miami Vice. It gave me Scarface vibes growing up. So that color right there in itself is crazy. As somebody that wore high top shoes and then saw the late great Kobe Bryant take it to the lowest of the lows with his low tops, I was always looking for a 3/4 that I could rock, and I would rock those because I needed the front of my ankle to be a little bit higher, and I like that little shock and that little cushion on the bottom. It does give you an extra bounce when you run.
It's all about that ankle science.
So those is cold. No wonder why the King was out there putting the smash down, winning his first championship this year.
Woo! Man, talk about it. Come on, man.
I'm happy to have these retro because I never had a pair. I'm about to buy them. You might see me out here with some cargo shorts on. You might see me on South Beach, in the South Beaches, eating some shrimp.
Jalen, I got to ask you, brother. Would you bust ass in the bubble?
Absolutely. Corner threes all day. All day. Either let me run a pick and roll or let me spot up in the corner for 3.
No, so I want to ask you, man, let's get into it. As when it comes to sneaker history, when did sneakers start mattering to you? Like, when did it really matter? Was it the court? Was it before the court? What was it?
It mattered to me at all times. I think a lot of it has to do with my upbringing and being from Detroit. We took pride in being the Motor City and the factories and also our Motor City sound. But the third thing was our fashion. We didn't take it personal when New York ascended in rap. We was loving the rap music because we already had our soul and we had our groove. And then the West Coast came with his gangster rap, and we was listening to house and stuff like that. So, and then breakdancing when I was young.
Correct.
Like I mentioned, watching Wild Style breaking Beat Street multiple times. I was DJing also. And so at that point, I needed Pumas. Leather Pumas, suede Pumas, thick shoestrings in them.
That was the first one?
Yeah, no doubt. We used to have the Izod jackets. I was really like a part of that lifestyle. You wouldn't think I was powerful pecs or little leopard nut with my swipes or my 1990s, but I did a little something.
Okay.
Your biggest contribution to sneaker culture is your time at Michigan with the Fab Five. All the trends that you guys set. You're wearing the Air Force Max, the early Barclays. You're wearing the Huaraches, the baggy shorts, like you mentioned, the black socks. What was your favorite sneaker from that era, and what was your most memorable sneaker moment from it?
Well, the most memorable moment being a public school kid from Detroit. In high school, a lot of times when you start hooping, you usually got the bigger number because that was just the bigger jersey or the bigger short. It wasn't even the number that you actually wanted. My jersey number and my shorts didn't match because the bigger, more physical players on the team, and rightfully so, I love Elton and Garland and all them. They like, nah, you skinny, you getting these little shorts. Once we got to college, I was like, wait a minute. I'm not getting paid to wear Nike, but I need to wear them. So we all got together and we was like, those shoes you just dropped out of that bag, they look good for somebody that's considering themselves just like a basketball player or a jock, but where the Dion's at?
You weren't impressed.
Where the Sanders at?
You
where
weren't
the Barclays at?
Bobby Bland came through with the bag and you weren't impressed.
Don't do us like that. Yeah, exactly. Bobby Bland, exactly.
Right.
But you're like, dog, you need to call the Nike rep.
Asked to speak to the manager.
I can't front. Those shoes were so high, they almost covered up my calves.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
And so the next time, 2 or 3 weeks later, the Nike dude came back.
He said, Mr. Rose, I'm so sorry.
Then when he poured the bag out, it was some flavor. It was like, oh, okay.
Who set the tone? All right, man, we got to look a certain type of way. Who brought the actual drip, the swag to the Fab Five? Okay, guys, just the look.
So we didn't understand per se that we were creating a look.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We just felt like, see, Webb and Jawan 6'9", they can't be wearing them tight shorts.
Okay.
That just ain't a good look. We in college, we got these satin uniform, it don't lay down right. That's all. It wasn't even really about we're about to change the game. I was like, I'm choosing a Nike college because I'm trying to look like my OGs.
Correct.
So we always Ray, what you think? Jimmy, it wasn't even something we planned or it wasn't no mastermind thing. It was Jawan fell down one time. It was soft porn. That's all it. Package was showing. We're not wearing these. But also, y'all getting millions of dollars for us to wear Nike. So give us something fly.
And y'all realized that back then in college.
Correct.
That's crazy.
You can look back at the Fab Five. There was a time when we realized that flipped.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we went to Chicago and we went to the Nike store, and it was wait a minute, the Huaraches up there, we wear those. You get a little closer to the panel. it said Fab Five Nikes. We was like, yo.
Oh, wow.
On one hand, it was dope that we had our own shoe.
But on the other.
And then we thought about it like, wait a minute. We ain't getting paid.
At all. The manager.
You know?
And then years later, too, they did a Jordan retro, a Jordan 5 that was Fab 5 inspired. And I know you felt some type of way because you didn't get any type of payment off of that either.
Shout to Khaled, and I think it was Ben Affleck and a couple of people. I didn't know the shoe was out. I just saw it online. I followed them, and I saw them post it.
Nobody sent you a memo.
I'm like, wait a minute, that's dorm room right there. So I'm like, Jimmy, Ray.
What's cracking?
So
did Nike apologize or anything?
Well, I had to send a couple of emails, and then they were like, well, they weren't for sale, but whatever.
When you eventually made your transition and you ended up in the league, were you signed with Adidas at first? Is that right?
So when I first got to the league, the person that helped Nike jump off in college, his name was Sonny Vaccaro.
Of course, the legend.
And I came into the league, I think it was his first or second year with Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
So I was one of the people that went with Sonny to Adidas. And then he signed Kobe and T-Mac. And then I realized that my deal was a discount.
How much of a discount?
This is a time where players was getting 7-figure shoe deals. Now players get product in most
Nike
cases.
Elite account.
I was like, I want to go somewhere where I got a shoe deal. Plus, I'm going with the Godfather. That's Sonny's that dude. You know, I saw Nike have this meteoric rise, so I was like.
But just like Sonny, you switched.
I knew who built it. And I knew what happened with Spencer Haywood, my fellow Detroit native, who had a chance to get $100,000 from Nike or stock in the company. At the time, his advisor told him to take the $100,000.
What kind of advisor?
He fucked up.
Crazy.
Jalen, speaking, of your time in Detroit, you ended up getting Jordan PEs. And then you grew up like a Pistons fan, Bad Boys. You told Michael Jordan to his face that he's overrated, but then you end up getting your own Air Jordan sneakers. I mean, what was your relationship with Michael Jordan like then?
Well, from his perspective, it is where it should be. He's the windshield and I'm the bug. Okay, like it is where it. First off, it is where it should be. Like that's the GOAT. That's Michael Jordan.
Like, what is the thought before then? Like, what do you say to yourself before then? Like, do you say something to yourself and then you're like, man,
hyping
you
yourself
overrated, nigga?
Yeah. In athletics, just think about it. There's always a favorite and an underdog.
Amen.
So there are times where I'm sitting in the locker room, I'm about to play against Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan.
Correct.
I have something that's called irrational confidence. That's the only reason why I'm in the league. Because even though I'm not as good as them, I could be better than them tonight. And what made me say it is the time before against them, I had 25 against them and we won.
You were worried.
Like I wasn't playing and he blocked every shot that I took. It was like, wait a minute.
I just dropped a 20 piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me now.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then when that happened, he just went to a whole different
gear.
Like,
you took him there.
Let me just say this. Well, when we talk about the greatest basketball players on the court,
right,
Michael Jordan. There's a reason that people are standing in line to buy his shoes 25 years after he got done playing.
You ever stood in line, Jalen?
No, I'm from Detroit. It's way different. We hate Michael Jordan. That's why it's a lot coming from me.
But then you had how did you have his shoes on your feet?
Yeah.
They were dope.
Detroit got their own type of confidence, though. Yeah. Everybody from Detroit, they different.
We walked off the floor and didn't shake their hand when they beat up. Like, I played against MJ and them in the 98 when they got their second three-peat, and then I played against the Lakers in the finals when they got their first three-peat. Y'all know the other great dynasties y'all remember didn't have three-peats.
To take it back into the sneaker world, what other players, if you were able to, who really cared about sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Like, was like sneakers really matters than when you were playing?
When guys were getting sneaker deals, I mean, you're basically going to rock the sneakers that you're getting paid to wear. But that's just being 100. Like there may be
you might not actually like those shoes.
There may be a pecking order in your mind of what you feel like is the dopest shoe. Right. But
that all goes out the window.
You're gonna rock the one that's paying you the most.
Did you ever cheat on any of the brands? Because, like I said, you were with so many brands. Were you wearing other sneakers quietly on the side?
I didn't cheat. I just wasn't loyal. You know
How does
what I
that
mean?
work?
So if I got, here's how it works. If I got a 2-year deal with Adidas, and then after the 2 years, Reebok going to give me more money, I'm in a commercial with AI and Kenyon Martin.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Pass me that bag.
Let's do this.
Pass me that bag.
Francis,
Yeah.
Let's
do this.
go.
SS
Wow,
on
Steve
feet.
Francis.
I physically didn't wear them in the NBA. Jamal Crawford was wearing them.
Metaphorically?
I was rocking them, but I didn't wear them in the game.
To hooping.
As a Detroit native, I wanted the high top Gucci so much that when I got to the league, I could buy 3-4 the pair of the white ones and 3-4 the pair of the black ones. Those were the ones I was rocking.
Did Jay-Z play any part in you coming to Puma in 2018?
There it is.
Rock Nation made the deal happen. Rock Nation also made the New York Post deal happen.
Jalen, another person who's signed to Puma very recently is LaMelo Ball.
Who's currently in Detroit working out.
That's
Are you
crazy.
gonna help him work? Are you gonna help him work on his sneaker too? Or what do you think about him coming to the brand?
I'll be in the gym with nephew probably within 7 days.
But are you sketching shoes with him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do both.
Right? Do it all.
His manager, Jermaine Jackson, is like my little brother.
Oh, wow.
Like, he about to kill him.
I think so too, man.
Like,
I
he
think so
about to
too.
kill him.
Jalen, speaking of making money though, with all your like exclusive shoes that you got during your playing career, did you ever resell any of them?
No, give them away. I just give them away.
Man of the people.
Playing so much basketball for as long as I have, you see that background you got back there?
Oh, I see it. I live with
That
it every single
background,
day.
that right there, to me, that looks like work. Like, that's like,
It's a chore. You don't want this life, kids.
that, I know. That to
Facts.
me
Facts.
is, hey man, I've lived that life.
Don't be like me. Don't watch me. Watch TV.
That gives me anxiety.
I'm sorry
Just
to stress you
looking
out,
at it.
Jalen. Imagine
That's so
living
crazy.
in it.
So at some point, I had to decide if I'm not about to wear these right now and they're not worth $100,000 each, just give them away.
All right.
Jalen, by the way, every single week here on the show, we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said last week, as decided by the YouTube commenters. We make them switch out their shoes for something awful. Usually it's me. I've been on a season-long streak, but I'm happy to announce it's been broken this week by my co-host Matt Welty for wearing a non-Adidas sneaker. People were upset about that.
So I wanted to wear Nike and switch it up.
Let the man live. This is America, baby. America, baby. Exercising his freedom of choice. He wore some Nikes. People were upset, but he must be punished now. Welty, please take off your shoes and put on something terrible. Tell us in the comments who deserves that distinction next week. And
What
we'll
did they
punish
give
them.
him? What did they give him? Look what they come in number. That bag alone is nasty.
I think,
Oh my goodness.
that
you
Metal
going
World
here?
Peace shoe?
For what it says.
Oh my goodness.
It says Losian on it, which
Oh,
sounds like an
Losian.
Armenian name. With that said,
Oh, I saw
recognize
that
art
M. I
sock.
was like, I was trying to think of what it was.
Put the damn
So
shoes
just
on.
they look just like Yeezys.
Something like that.
Oh, man.
So, Jalen, we also do a segment on the show, man. It's called Drip, Flip, or Skip. Drip meaning it looks good. Flip meaning you resell it. And skip meaning that you don't rock with it at all. The first shoe in Drip, Flip, or Skip is going to be the Reebok Kamikaze 2. They're bringing these back on it. You remember this?
Drip.
Right? Off top, right? Like,
Right away.
Right? I remember buying these like a retro some years ago, like when they retro these. I was like, I got to get these. Is like a shoe. They don't
Sounds
get.
normal now, but in my mind, I was about to say, put some black socks with that.
Look at you! Look at you! Look at you! Who was the first person to rock the black socks?
Rock.
In history?
No, I'm about to give you some game. The first person to rock socks that weren't white
White, right?
was actually Ray Jackson. He was always, because Ray ran track in high school. Ray was faster than all of us. He was one of the dudes back then that was straight wearing low top. Like Ray would wear some low tops and some footies. And so Bobby
Oh my
Bland
goodness.
wouldn't give Ray footies. So when we got to Texas, he brought Ray some gray with blue Nike footies. Me and C. Webb was playing, all of us in the room. We was like, where you get them from? Like, them dope. We went to the mall and we were scouring the mall to try to find five pairs.
The links you guys went to for the socks. I love that.
We went into the stall. We didn't snatch off our uniforms. We didn't want nobody to know, our teammates, our coaches, or nothing.
So, to take it back to the sneaker in front of us, I must ask, Mr. Rose, this is a drip, right? Off top, the drip?
Yes.
Drip, right?
Drip.
This one's for the Rain Man, so like the rain, it's dripping.
All right.
It's just the shoe's just a skip. I just wouldn't wear it. Nothing against it. And also, isn't there like Brendan? You can confirm or deny. There's a bit of news that Reebok is changing the name of the shoe because the term kamikaze is now deemed offensive.
Yeah, there's some cultural insensitivities, I guess, around it. So they're planning, I think, a pending name change.
Okay. This is a drip for me. I mean, I don't have no time to argue against a work of art right here. This is the epitome of like basketball shoe right here. All right.
Reebok should just give Sean Kemp the bag, right, and just name it the Reebok.
Right. I ain't mad at that. Come on. Moving forward, shoe number 2, we have the Slade Bembury times New Balance. You know what I'm saying? My dog, black on designer. I'm just very happy for him, man. I rocked these not too long ago, but I guess they're actually officially coming out now. So I must ask the New Balance man here, Welty, is this a drip, flip, or skip, sir?
Yeah, it's really great to see Slade get a shoe, especially with not related to this shoe, but everything he went through recently with all the Versace mess up with the police, and it's good to just celebrate him, you know, in the work that he's done. So drip.
I agree with that. Saleh, he is the man. We've been waiting a long time for this one. I'm finally glad to see them coming out. It's a drip.
I definitely think it's a drip. That orange right there go with anything Detroit Tiger all day.
Hey!
And I'm one of the people that was always getting that one Reebok runner. I mean, that one New Balance runner. I don't know if it's like the MB 300 or 500, the one that got the little sole on them. Like, I used to rock those. Those was comfy.
Now this is a drip. I might be biased, and that's totally fine, or whatever. But this is a drip for me. Moving forward, shoes. We have the Supreme Air Max Plus.
At first, this was a skip for me just because I liked Air Max Plus. I didn't like the colorways. Later, we found out that it actually says Supreme in like the squiggles on the side. If you squint really close.
That just blew my mind. That just blew my mind. That just blew my whole mind.
Yeah. So with that said, I was gonna skip it, but I'm gonna drip it because of the details on that.
Whoever did that, shout out to you, man.
Flip.
I like that. I like.
You're reselling these?
I realized that almost at 50, I could rock the same haircut as a 15-year-old, but I also can't necessarily rock the same shoes as
a 51. Let's go.
Not a shoe for a mature man.
I love that.
Freak those a lot better than I will.
I love that.
I love the honesty and the humility. I'm flipping this as well. I actually do have a pair here, and I am probably not going to wear them, but I'll probably resell them in 4 or 5 years. So
there it is. For me, I was going to get ready to say flip, but now that the design is so cool, I want the all-white pair. To me, it's like the oldest of the 3 colorways or whatever. So I'll do the all-white pair in these. It's a drip. I want in on those. Mr. Rose, we also do outfits, and there actually is no better outfits in the world to do than Jalen Rose outfits. Outfit number 1. Oh! Yeah. Let's go.
Take us back.
Let's get right. Talk to me.
Oh my goodness.
On the left.
Talk to me nice. Or don't talk to me at all. Talk to me nice. What size pants are those?
Are you wearing Ohio State jacket?
Let's go.
What's the statute of limitation to some of the things those guys did together? Oh my.
What? This is a rap cover. This is all type of stuff.
So
you had on the snakeskin Adidas, right?
The gray snakeskin Adidas, and those is gray leaves like Ron would have on.
Very rare.
I got the belt buckle on with the lady fingers on with the red polish on the nails.
Who are you, man?
You know what I'm saying?
Who are you?
Red polish on the nails.
Who are you, man?
And yes, that's an Ohio State coat. You ready for this?
Is that
Come on, you guys would appreciate this because the kicks set the outfit, not the other way around. I got the kicks first. It wasn't even about Ohio State. It was about matching the kicks.
The Gazelle glasses.
Did you bring them into the store and like try and match it up?
Of course. Absolutely.
You pulled up the Fairlane like that?
Amazing.
Fairlane, Northland, all of that. You see the satin fitted?
The hat though,
also,
with a square top. What is that? What is that?
Hold it down.
What is that?
Hold it down.
Oh. You're going crazy. This is a fit.
Oh
Yes,
man,
what's wrong with you, man? This is a
rest
fit.
in peace. He got on the leather again.
Oh,
Vito
wow.
got on that piston.
Right.
Oh man,
Y'all was
that
on
is
one.
hilarious.
Y'all was
Big
on
Dave
one
got
this
on
night.
that Georgetown.
I gotta ask this because, well, hey, it's a job. Drip, flip, or skip?
Dog, I got on a bronze belt buckle with
He said,
lady
"Don't talk
fingers
to me."
coming out my pants. With
Any
red
more questions, Your
fingernail
Honor?
Polish. With
Go.
red fingernail polish to
Let's-
match the hat and the coat.
Let's
Come
go.
on now.
Drenched. Forget it.
I agree wholeheartedly. I just wish we could see the sneakers, but I can see it shimmering in my mind like a memory, like that satin.
Or slit. Let me stop before I get worse. Let me stop. So this is.
I love it.
Pictures from like 87.
I was born when you was dripping. I was born. I was.
87.
What the crap? I was a
amniotic
freaking
fluid.
Trinidadian sperm at the time, man. What the world?
Exactly.
This is amazing.
Yeah, as like an Adidas like connoisseur myself, I've always heard stories about, you know, like forums and top tens being huge in Detroit, and it's really awesome to see just, you know, a bit of that instead of just hearing the stories about it. So definitely.
Amazing.
That is hilarious.
It's a pick. It's a pick right here, man. These glasses, the belt buckle alone, the fold on the hat. If they start bringing hats back out like that, kid's gonna be rocking. It's gonna blow your top.
And speaking of blow your top, respectfully,
Blow
I'm
it.
not proud of this. I don't think it's cute or cool, but you had to be prepared to fight, wrestle, and or be killed for one of them jackets then.
Oh,
And
the
the
satin
shoes.
joints. Right, the starter coats.
Like everything
Right.
that I'm rocking, there are people, rest in peace, that lost their lives for them glasses,
Right?
for that coat, and for them shoes.
Right. And you was one of
Yeah,
the
when
ones.
you was moving, you see how we was moving.
Deep. Deep. I love that. I love that. Moving on, outfit number 2. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Source Awards.
Talk to me.
Source Awards.
Talk to me.
So-
Who did this
Forces.
custom for you? Who did this custom for
How
you?
about that? Wow. That's the camo Air Ones.
Yeah.
No, this is actually the Wear Force ones because they're camo, so you can't see them.
Oh my god. He's a sick man. You're sick.
I needed those custom clothes. I was fat then. That's kangaroo.
I feel like you put the camo on to hide the Nike swoosh because you were with Reebok
Yeah.
at the time or something.
Oh.
It's just a thought. I don't know.
That's older in your career where it's like I'm hooping in something and I'm sporting something else. So that's just what it's gonna be.
Right.
You know, like look at that's a custom camo shirt.
So I must ask, drip, flip, or skip, sir?
So you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
I'm skipping it now.
Okay. Okay.
Why?
I'm skipping it now. It's too matchy.
All right.
Regrets?
Okay. We got different tastes now.
As I look at it now, that look need white pants.
Okay.
If only you could go back.
All right. Welty, drip, flip, or skip, sir?
I'm gonna drip it. I know it's not at an NBA game, but I respect it as a piece of history because this is one of the looks. God bless his soul that David Stern would have had an issue with during that whole era. You know that he probably would have had some words to say about this outfit if you wore this to an NBA game, right?
That's what I told him. I got this made. That was how you got through the door. That's how you got through security, baby.
That's the cheat code.
Wow.
Also, there's like a Miss Saigon poster in the background. I don't even know what that's about. I'm gonna call this a drip. He looks like a FS Army foot soldier suiting up for a tour in Vietnam or something like that.
Okay.
We salute you.
Nah. I'm never gonna be mad at these. I feel that, like, man, you know, you've honestly got to really not have to force yourself to focus on style, but just naturally being yourself. You've just been
that a
able
pun?
to be
Force?
You've been able to be stylish in every year because you understand fashion. Like, without having to force it. Like, not trying to be the super stylish dude. It's just like, bro, this is what we're rocking. And you look at this, it's like, it feels like 05. It feels like 04. Like, that's what people were rocking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just what it is. So, like, I appreciate the fact, this is drip to me. I appreciate that it's just like, all your looks are nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what was going on. Like, you couldn't rock nothing better than this at the time. Last but not least in outfits, please get us right. Yeah!
I make sure everything remains raw.
Come
In my
on.
head, I was thinking Busta Rhyme, but I was rhyming Craig Mack because
Okay.
that was kind of his album cover.
Okay.
Because not many black guys can wear red pants.
There it is. Talk to him. Unless you're Rick James.
Right. But I did it at the draft.
Was MCM big for you back in Detroit? I feel like that's maybe like a Young Boys Incorporated type thing.
Oh my God.
No.
Look at him. Don't talk about the crib. Don't talk about the crib.
No. Oh my God.
Am I wrong, Jalen?
And like in New York, they had Dapper Dan to knock them off and to make the customs. We had all of our spots to do the exact same thing: the Gucci, the Louis, the MCMs. If you was able to get some on the kicks or a jacket, I'm not proud to say this, but either you needed security or you needed to be your own.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like you come out here dressing like Rakim at '89. Like when you was a magnet. Like yo,
you might have a target on your back like Chuck D, right?
Wow, good one. That's a bar.
Oh, I'm definitely dripping that. That's cold right there. And let me tell you something you sneakerheads will appreciate.
Talk about it.
I have those kicks. I wore them one time, and a little drop of water spilled on them.
A little drip fell on him?
And for some reason, I can't get that little drop off of it.
Jason
I have not worn them. I could go grab them right now.
You retired.
I've not worn them since. But I ain't get those away. I told you I give certain stuff away. I ain't get those away. I'm still sitting on them. I was gonna potentially wear them and try to cheat it in the look today.
We see how you came
to the side, and then I realized that show now that actually was the shoe I was gonna rock today.
Put the filter.
I love the honesty. I have to. The honesty is so much appreciated, and for that alone, it's a drip. But all the Detroit background, Dapper Dan, things like that. Yeah.
I want to drip it. I love the story, but I know that there's actually a decent amount of flip on this shoe, so I'm gonna resell these.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a drip. It's a drip.
And you flip them, they have a drop on them?
If they're worn by Jalen Rose, maybe it adds a little bit of value to the sneaker. It'll get you to sign the shoe for us.
There it is.
Jalen, before we get out of here for the day, we want to breeze through the comments section and see what people have been saying about us on YouTube for the past week, which is always a fun time. We have one from Francisco Tapia saying, I can be having a really crappy week, but FSR always makes my day. You are welcome for that. Thank you for watching. We have one from Watch It Happen saying, all right, I officially agree out loud with every other member of the FS Army. We got the best YouTube editor over on here. Thank you to our editor, Matt Gian, for always making magic. And we have JB Burt saying, still the best show on YouTube. There must not be 1 million population on this planet, or we wouldn't have hit that by now in subscribers. Yeah, we're still working toward it. We'll get there soon. Thank you for watching. This has been another episode of Full Size Run. I am your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Dad, James, baby.
And we were here with Jalen Rose. Jalen, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate the love, gentlemen. Don't hesitate to reach out anytime.
Keep killing it, man.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate that.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
Guys, what's going on? It's Dad here. I love you so much, but I'm going to love you more when you subscribe. Because this is FSR. This is season 8. And we're killing it. We've been killing it for 7 goddamn seasons. And we want you to subscribe. The ones who have already subscribed, we love you. But we want you to tell 2 more people to subscribe because we want to get to 500K. 500K.
It's that simple.
Brendan, tell them what's up.
I also want this. I want you to be shopping on shop.complex.com. If you want full-size run gear, merch, things like that, that's where you go to get it. So please.
And if you want to buy any of the sneakers that we talked about on the episode, just go to the Soul Collector app. Don't be in our DMs asking where we can get them. It's the best marketplace to buy sneakers on the internet.
Simple as that.
That's simple.
Dad, FS Army, we love you.